No, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. This is a comedy show, however, so it's not show and tell. You know, I know. Kindergarten was a long time ago. From here, it looks like a very long time. I'm sorry, that's very rude. Please don't leave. We need you to keep drinking. And doing meth, apparently. All right, our next comedian coming to the stage. The winner of the Red Rock competition that got him a spot here at 3rd Street. A regular, he'll be performing at Pioneer Underground this weekend as well. One of the oldest hipsters I've ever seen.
Ouch.
Sorry. You look good, man. I'm just saying. You know, I like the fact that you stole Charlie Sheen's shirt. Like I'm giving fashion advice. Jesus. Our next comic coming to the stage, a good friend of ours here at 3rd Street, Mr. J.B.
Great, thanks. I love going up right after the comedians go to war with the audience. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you. Anybody make any New Year's resolutions? Keep them? No hands, none whatsoever. I made one resolution, and that was this year, I'm not going to get my shorts all in a bunch about other people's grammar. I don't know, maybe it's texting. It just seemed like everything went south in 2013. I got so many friends who are too busy to figure out the difference between T-O-O and T-O. They can't write the sentence, then is different than. Right? And too many X's in their alphabet, like especially, espresso. I want to ask you a question. It's driving me nuts. I thought, fuck it, man, you can't beat it. Just chill out, take it easy. I lasted 36 hours. I was listening to the news on January 2nd. There's this reporter, a New York Times reporter, who says that the man was shot dead at gunpoint. Seriously? Thank you. Isn't that where most shootings take place, is at gunpoint? Breathe, chill out. 2 minutes later, they did a follow-up on a thing about an apartment building that burned down. They said a second body has been discovered, bringing the death toll to 2. At that point, I wanted to bring the death toll to 3. I want to stab a New York Times reporter to death at knife point. But I'm exaggerating, I'm fantasizing here. Really, the punishment should fit the crime, right? I learned that from my parents. When I was 8 years old, my mom caught me throwing rocks at a cat. So she put me up against a fence and threw rocks at me.
Oh my God.
And my dad caught my best friend Scott and I smoking a cigarette. So he made me chain smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. Yeah. Anybody start that way? Yeah, no shit. So I did learn my lessons. I learned that my mom's not a lesbian because she can't throw. Throw is too strong a word. She can't even talk. She could bounce a rock at me like a girl. And I learned that if you only have one match, you can still smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. I also learned to wish. I wish that my dad had caught me smoking a joint. And that my mom had caught me jerking off the dog. I waited for that one. I waited. You guys caught up with me there. Thank you very much. My mom just turned 25. 25? What the fuck? Too many beers. My mom just turned 75. And she called me up and said, hey, I just got hearing aids. And she sounded really upset. And I said, well, what's the problem? Don't they work? And she said, yes, they work fine. But I thought my farts were silent. Oh, man. I actually am getting old, too. I just retired just this last year, 34 years with AT&T. Just retired, thank you very much. I went by a retirement village on the way down to Sacramento, and it said, serving the memory impaired. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I said, what do they do different there? Like, give the streets names like Lane, Avenue, Damn It Street. Sir, where do you live? At the corner of and damn it. Oh, this is your house right here. Oh, shit. As you noticed, I am older probably than every other comic that got up here, and it took me forever to get up on stage. Finally, Matt Wiegand finally got me up at Great Basin. Thank you very much. Great Basin tomorrow night. Everybody show up there. And thank you. All right. Comedy just looks so damn hard, you know? I mean, even though there's no degree or anything involved, compared to, say, I don't know, pharmacy. You know, it takes 8 years of college to be a pharmacist, and I walk in there and I go, what the fuck? Sit there with their white coats, they take the big bottle of pills and pour it in and count them and put them in little bottle of pills, slap on a label, and you're done. That's it? 8 years of college? But they're having to work harder now. Have you guys tried to just go in and buy your stuff from the pharmacy? No, the pharmacist would like to speak with you now. Consult! Yeah, right, Mike? Right? So you got to go over here and you step up to the counter and they say, all they do is read the label to you. All right, so this is your Cialis for your erectile dysfunction. And you'll take one of these 2 hours before sex. Make sure your heart's strong enough. And if you get an erection lasts more than 4 hours, call the doctor. All right, and next we've got your Valtrex. That's for your herpes sores. And I'm glad that line is back here 3 feet away to keep people out, you know, of hearing range, right? Son of a bitch. What if other professions acted like pharmacists? What if you went to the bank, you know, and they said, before I give you your money, the banker would like to speak with you now. Consult! You're walking over, he says, okay, what you have here is a $100 bill. If you find something that costs $1, you can buy 100 of them. And you will believe in God with the rest of us, and be sure and pluribus your unum. There you go. My first time, thinking way back now, the first time I ever went to buy condoms, I couldn't figure out what row of the store they were on. Anybody else go through this? Like wandering the whole store trying to find the condoms. Where the hell's the condoms? What am I going to do? Ask the pharmacist? Consult! No, thank you very much. So my brain starts going nuts. Like, okay, where would they be? Hardware? Toys? The meat department? No, they're in the damn feminine needs. What the hell's up with that? I'm sorry, we put all that stuff on you girls. But anyway, way to finish on a strong point. Thank you very much. I'm JV. Have a good evening.
One more time for JV. Everybody let him hear it. One more time. Yeah. Woo!